Okay, now we have the next word. The next word is discrete. Discrete. It's discrete. For E. Double E. Discrete. And we have the prefix this, if, I, or this, meaning not or part, meaning not or a part. And we have the root correct, meaning to judge, to separate, to decide, to judge, to separate, to decide. Good. So discrete literally means what? We have two meanings. So the first one means literally means separated, separating people specifically, separating people apart. That is keeping the distance. So if someone is very discreet, is likely to say or behave carefully in order not to offend or upset others. So, example, the man is very discreet. Is very discreet. He won't tell his secret. To others. And we also have the second meaning. The second meaning is a small and clever judgment. A small and clever judgment. So it's not a big decision. So it's a small and clever. It's not a big decision that's gonna influence the whole world. But it's kind of small and clever decision that's gonna change something. So we have example, discrete jewelry. Is some kind of a jewelry that is designed by small, clever, and judgment. All right. Next. Next one. The next one, discretion. Discretion is discretion. So discretion. Again, we have the prefix. Prefix is if, I, yes, meaning not, or part. And we have the root, correct. Again, it means to judge, to separate, to decide. To judge, to separate, to separate, to decide. Now we have lastly we have the noun suffix. The noun suffix ion is common variance on an Asian, meaning state, condition, process, or result. Condition, process, or result. Result. Okay, condition, process, result. And again, since this question is the noun form of discrete, we also have 2 meanings. So the first one, the state of separating people apart. The state of separating people apart and for example we have the man is the soul of discretion. The soul of discretion. He won't tell you his secret. Good. Now we have the second meaning, something relating to judgment, right? And something relating to judgment. So the state of we have the state and the state of judging something. The state of judging something. So for example, we have the government performance is is left to the discretion. The discretion of who? The discretion of eligible voters. The eligible voters or civilians, citizens, whatever you gotta mean. The government's performance is left to the discretion of eligible voters. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Discretionary. Discretionary. The fourth sound via E, discretionary. Good. Discretionary. Again, we have the prefix this if like this. Save some time and make copy and paste. Copy and paste. A means not for accord. Meaning not accord. Now we have again the same root, correct? And should be. So basically we copy the rest of the rest of our rows and suffixes. Dodge will stop to this point. Copy the rest. Oops. It's recorded in real time, so excuse me and bear with me. Okay, so lastly we have an adjective suffix area. Adjective suffix area, meaning leading to something. Leading to something. So discretionary literally means what? Leading to leading to touching touching somebody. For example, we have the course discretionary course discretionary powers, or we may have this discretionary font. As discretionary fund is the money someone receive charged by someone in authority. So someone has the, for example, if someone has a bad economic situation, he may receive the money given by someone in authority, like the government office. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. The next one is discrete. So discrete, this one, don't confuse the word discrete and it is discrete. I mean, discrete. They have the same pronunciation but different spelling. So this one is the same spelling but the same pronunciation. Discrete. So let me clarify how to differentiate the spelling of these two words. The first one is one we've already studied, is creed. This one, that's the power of phonogram. So we have this creed. The stress is on the second syllable. E. That's double E. So that's the phonogram double E. But this one is creed. Is creed. This discrete. Again, the stress is also on the second syllable, but a little bit different. Discrete is the second sound of that E. Discrete, not the double E. Double E is a phonogram, says E. Down E is, or I should use lowercase letters. Double E. And this one is F E. So this guy is the second sound. The second sound of A, E. Okay, hope that helps you to differentiate the spelling of these two words. So discrete. Let's keep going. Discrete. Again, we have this if I this meaning not or part. And we have the verb, correct. And to judge, to separate or decide. To judge, to separate, to separate, or to decide. Cool. So discrete literally means separating what? Separating things. Separating things apart. And this discrete means separating people apart. This one's used to describe things. This one is used to describe people. Okay, separating things apart. So what it actually means is not continuous. Not continuous. This is discrete. For example, we have digital. The digital signals. The digital signals are discrete. Discrete. Okay, next. The noun form of discrete. Discreteness is discrete. Discrete. Discreteness is the conjunctions of discreteness. The first sound of s is for discreteness. Then we have the prefix is divided as the root word. So again, let's copy it and text. Layers. And lastly, we have the noun suffix. The noun suffix is the same as IT means state condition. State condition. Quality. Okay. So literally means is the state of separating things apart. The state of separating things apart. The state, kind of a state of separating things, separating things apart. Separating things apart. Oh, discreteness. Brilliant. Next we have supreme. 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 And we have the prefix C, meaning apart. And we have again the root, right? Meaning to judge, to separate, to decide. To judge, to separate, or to decide. So what it literally means? It literally means what? It has two meanings. The first one we have to separate. To separate. To separate. To separate something. apart, apart from, from, from most people, from most people's memory. So what it actually means is to hide something. So only a few people knows. Only a few people know to hide something. So for example, money. Money is secreted. Secreted. A, a large amount of money is secreted. In a Swiss bank account. Bank account. Cool. And we have another meaning. Again, it's also to separate something. Let's number 2. Separate. Separate what? It's very precise. Separate some kind of liquid. So separate liquid apart. Apart from a person or animal. Okay, for example, a man is poisoned by the saliva secreted by the snake. A. Next, secretion. Secretion. Again, we have the prefix C, means apart. Word means to judge, to separate, or to decide. Again, let's save some time in past. It's clean up. Being past. And we have lastly a common and also silent. Or Asian state condition process also meaning state Foundation. Foundation. Process. Process or result. So secretion literally means the result. And the result. The result. It's liquid. Separated. Report. On a person. On a person or animal. Secretion. Okay, that's good enough. Next. Next one is discriminate. Is discriminate. Discriminate. A discriminate. A discriminate. Again, we have the prefix this. If die. This. And we have the root try. Oops, discriminate. The prefix means not or part. Cry. The real cry means to judge. To judge, to separate. Judge, to separate, to decide. Now we have the noun suffix in or man. Or man. In state. Condition. Process. Or result. Result. Lastly, we have the verb suffix a. The verb suffix. In abstract verb suffix. So discriminate. Discriminate literally means what? It has two meanings. The first one is The first one is we have some kind of condition. So let me add to be in some kind of a condition, to be in the condition. And what kind of condition? Be in the condition of separating a person, be either a person or a specific group of people apart unfairly unfairly to be in a condition of separating a person or a group of people apart unfairly. So, for example, have it was found that some firms, there is a small studio, some firms still discriminated on the basis of something really unequal. For example, on the basis of gender in promotions. There is conflict on the basis of something, on the basis of gender, on the basis of religion, or on the basis of a race, etc. So he also has the second meaning. Discriminate is almost the same as CERN, or the second meaning. So again, we have to separate the state to be in the condition of separating people or things apart by intellect. So it's the same, almost the same as discern. As someone has the ability to differentiate between or among things or people. Right, discriminate. For example, beginners. Beginners cannot not discriminate between the good and bad design. Good and bad design. Right. The good and the bad design. Okay, next, discrimination. Discrimination is discrimination discrimination is discrimination discrimination. Right, discrimination. Then we have the prefix this if by this in our part. This if by this, meaning not or part. And we have the root right, meaning to judge to separate or to decide. Cool. Now we have the no suffix mean or man or min. Is and almost the same as ion. And we have Asian ion Asian means state that is right, sorry, state condition process or result. So again, discrimination is the noun form of discriminate. So we also have two meanings. The first one, discriminate, comes from the first one. We have the condition of separating a person or group of people apart unfairly. Okay, let's write down the condition. The condition. What kind of a condition? The condition of separating a person or group, person, or a group of people, report, 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 unfairly, unfairly. So common phrases we have sex, discrimination, or religious discrimination, or racial discrimination. Discrimination, sex, religious, or racial discrimination. Next, we have the second meaning. So, second meaning comes from the second meaning of discriminate, the condition of separating people being apart by intellect. We have the condition of separating people or things apart by intellect. By intellect. By intellect. That is differentiation. So we have shape discrimination. Shape discrimination. That is the ability to differentiate different shapes. Shape discrimination. That's good enough. Next, we have discriminating. 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 Again, we have the prefix is if, I, this, meaning not or part. Now we have the root cry. The root cry meaning to judge, to separate, to decide, to decide. Now we have now suffix mean or mean or in state condition. Here's what now we have the verb suffix "a" is a verb suffix. Lastly, we have "in" is an adjective suffix relating to something. So discriminating literally means relating to the state of judging. So discriminating literally means relating to charging something, separating something from interest, relating to the condition. Into the condition of separating people or things apart by interest. And this, for example, we have discriminating readers. So what's discriminating readers? It means readers that can differentiate how good or bad opinions across the internet or the general public. So discriminate readers, they don't simply obey or accept everything they read. They criticize. They are very critical of the thing they read. So discriminating readers. Okay. Now, lastly, we have the preview. The preview of the next section. We're gonna study these words that share the roots up. You need to choose to select to desire, to wish for, or to pray for something. Alright, let's move on.